Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, is taking on the third-ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to get us going. Return begins inside the 10. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will. First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and front and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
To the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers, but they're way short of the marker. Ends up...
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Vols looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The ball is lining up here on 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Now passing the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And here's the handoff. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Runs through the defender. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
He shreds the tackle. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Volunteers move into the red zone. Handoff to the single back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They're going to run it. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? It's a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They bring him down right at the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And is intercepted. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And that's a solid return after the interception. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it inside the 10. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. High-tempo offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's an out route. The catch made. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, great throw and a 1st down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
And now the handoff. Breaking tackles. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They stop him, but it's a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. He's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here Here's the target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handoff to the right side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Taken now, but not before he makes the 1st down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the 1st down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the 1st down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. To contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Before halftime. Receiver trying to make the yardage, takes it on a jet sweep. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackled, but first down. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about it.
And the Volunteers have first and 10 here. The shotgun running play call. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Vols will crank up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he drops back in the gun. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Can he make it to the marker? He moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Offense facing 4th down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
It's 2nd and goal now, back from the 14-yard line. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he's brought down there. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt them, and they did for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Catch made on the out route. And that will pick up a first down. Spotted at 38. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, we're surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. He looks to the left, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
Florida, 28, Tennessee, 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Fighting him off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. A running play called on fourth down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Florida 28, Tennessee 21.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. On the return and lost the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 38. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Back's got it again. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He eludes the run. Can't get it away. That defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.